An agreement between Cobre Consolidated Schools and NMSU, facilitated by the Alliance for the Advancement of Teaching and Learning, has led to the creation of a collaborative initiative to assist principals in their development as instructional leaders. The Cobre School District is located about 10 miles from Silver City in western New Mexico, where the per capita annual income is below $30,000. Cobre's partnership with NMSU has been successful because Dr. Amaya Ludeke and Alliance representatives were consistent about their presence and involvement in the schools.
Anytime there were faculty meetings or trainings, there were varying members of the Alliance present. So it was really sending a message to the teachers throughout the district that the commitment was there and it was going to be ongoing.
A lot of districts are used to bringing in professional development, one-shot deal, one day, and one of the things that we really wanted was to have that sustainability that, whatever was presented, whatever professional development was going to take place, that it was going to continue, whether in the classroom, in PLCs.
Participants in a principal's learning community met regularly with Ludeke and Carrillo to discuss common readings, research, and application opportunities. They also conducted principal walkthroughs to observe and reflect upon teachers' classroom practices. Cobre principals and teachers respected the fact that Ludeke herself was once a high school principal and understood firsthand the issues they were facing.
Her input was very valuable because of her experience being in the schools, and she knew what she was talking about. Her leadership style, being able to build those relationships with the principals where she acknowledged their strengths and tap into those strengths, yet she was able to provide some feedback on what needed to be modified or what needed to be worked on.
We were doing what we were saying we were doing. I was forming interdependent relationships, so I wasn't the one that was just coming in and being the purveyor of knowledge.
After 3 years, Ludeke and Carrillo are beginning to see the change the district had hoped for, as principals and teachers increase their understanding of instructional leadership and the use of data to improve instruction.
I think really providing them with structure to take the risks to make assessments, and I think that was the turning point of, so they would have, and as the trust was built, they would actually bring videotapes, clips, and they would actually initiate this. So they were, to me, which I'm always looking for indicators, and that was an indicator that they were buying into the process and they found it relevant. So they, and that they were trusting, because they were actually now sharing practice.
Now Ludeke and Carrillo are thinking ahead to the coming school year and responding to the teachers' and principals' feedback about the process to date and what they would like to see in the future.
The consistent feedback was that we want you to come into our sites, which is a good problem. And we're meeting that challenge right now. But actually that's a really indicator that this really is effective and it can work. The focus now would be to really, for me this year and for Jose and the central office people, to come in not as an evaluative piece, but to really provide that shared practice support in the PLCs, with the walkthroughs, also individually with the principals, so that they can take increased and continuous risks as they're putting now their knowledge into application, and then reflect on that.
Yeah, and we felt as we talked about this, and there's different needs because the principals and administrators are at different levels. So we talked about differentiating to meet their needs at the different sites.
NMSU's College of Education and the Cobre Consolidated School District look forward to a long partnership that can demonstrate an impact on teacher practice and student learning.